Hello and welcome everybody to Bases Loaded, Kansas City edition. Kansas City, here I come. I'm Tom Brokaw, and I am here today with a wonderfully and utterly fabulous. How are you doing today, David Letterman?
I'm doing awesome, Tom. How are you?
I am doing great. It's been a long time since both of us were on the same network.
It's true.
Back in the day, NBC, you got screwed over for the Tonight Show, and later on I was screwed out of the Nightly News.
For Brian McKnight?
Brian McKnight took over, and he's right now fighting the Afghanistans in the hills of Tahari. Now, tell me, you've been recently retired from the Late Show.
True.
And you are from Indiana.
Oh, beautiful country, state.
So I'd like to, of course, being from Indiana, talk about the Kansas City Royals.
Sure.
Because that just gels wonderfully.
They're from Missouri, but that sounds good.
Tell me about these Kansas City Royals.
Yes.
They may not have Chris Archer, but they sure have they still have James Shields. Just tell me right now.
They don't have James Shields.
Unbelievable.
He's in San Diego. They don't have Chris Archer. They would love to have Chris Archer.
Everybody would love
who
to have Chris Archer.
You know who they have, who any team would kill to have?
Tell me now.
Whether you're a real team or a fantasy baseball team, it doesn't matter what kind of team you are. You know what I mean?
And Dave, you are a fantasy buffoon.
Yes. Would you like to know who the guy is?
Tell me right now.
Edison Volquez.
I could not believe you said Edison Volquez.
I mean, Kansas City has this guy. I can't imagine why they would ever let go of him. He is having such a dominant year. I can't imagine anybody, real or fake, getting rid of Edison Volquez.
Gosh, you keep talking. You keep talking.
So yeah, Kansas City, besides Edison Volquez, has Alcides Escobar at the top of the lineup, who they moved to the top of the lineup, and he hasn't stolen quite as many bases as he's accustomed to in the past, but is still being the catalyst the team needs. That's why they're in first place. They have a plus 50 run differential, so they're outscoring opponents quite a bit with that powerful offense. You got Volquez and Ventura as pitching, and the bullpen is by far one of the best in the league with Holland and the back end. But the key is the one guy no team would ever dream of letting go, Edison Volquez.
Unbelievable. I would never let go of Edison either, because they supply the energy to my home and to my heart.
Interesting.
But I did let him go in my fantasy team, and as you know now, I'm drinking my sorrows away.
I heard you let go of him for Odubel Herrera and something Kang.
I thought it was Tang. I love orange juice, and that didn't work out so well.
So you gave up Edison Volquez for Odubel Herrera and a glass of orange juice.
I love my vitamin C.
Wow.
What else about this team is amazing outside of Ted Yost?
The only thing that could derail them,
yes, Dave,
is a pitcher I understand, are quite familiar with. Jeremy Guthrie. I understand you and him are good friends.
We are best friends. He rocked my world.
How so?
To a 19 ERA. I know how to pick him. That's why I've been married 3 times.
Why on earth would you get rid of Edison Volquez and add Jeremy Guthrie to your fantasy team?
Because I have a friend, a so-called friend, who's actually trying to sabotage me in my life.
Why would he sabotage you?
Because he's an asshole.
Speaking of sabotage, this is off topic, but if you don't mind.
Continue on. I'm just over here trying to kill myself.
Have you seen that show, Cutthroat Kitchen?
And sometimes I want to cut your throat. It's
a good show.
It is a good show.
It's a good show. That's
why did you bring? You just brought it up.
Well, because you sabotage people in that show to win cooking challenges.
And you're used to sabotaging people.
Well, you brought up the word sabotage
to get what you want.
And I watched on Netflix last night since I'm retired.
Remember
free time.
Being asked to coach a certain high school tennis team once.
Did you have Edison Volquez or Chris Archer?
No, I didn't have talent.
No Chris Archer?
No, not in the #1 spot at least.
No? Well, if you don't have Chris Archer, you don't have much.
I did have the Sierra Nevada mountains on my side.
Oh, you know, great view.
I wouldn't consider it that great of a view. But continuing on here.
Well, if you lived in Kansas City, you would be able to see.
I would be eating barbecue sauce
far
right
as the
now.
eye could see.
That's beautiful.
Except for that one little arch. That might be in St. Louis.
You and the Arch. Chris Archer.
Chris Archer.
How did
it
St.
all
Louis?
comes back to Chris Archer.
I'm assuming we don't have much to talk about here with the Kansas City Royals.
Well, they're dominating their division. They're going to win their division.
I'm dying here.
It's okay. Even though I thought Chicago was going to win the division. But, you know, when you're in New York doing a late night television
Cubs are in the National League, my friend.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. When you're in New York doing a late night television show, you lose track of things.
You lose track of things. Because Jerry Seinfeld's always bugging you to have a guest spot.
He always wants to have coffee in his car. I don't know why.
Oh.
I always tell him come to the studio, but he always wants to have coffee in his car.
I agree.
Weird.
Well, Royals, low market team, doing well. I like it. Don't have Chris Archer, of course, but they do have the Twins nipping at their heels.
Yeah, Edison Volquez.
But they have Edison Volquez. And if you have Edison Volquez, don't let some asshole try to steal him away from you. I'm Tom Brokaw, alongside with David Letterman, and this has been, I don't know, but it's been something about the Kansas City Royals. Hey, someone out there, give my best to Miriam. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.